Hello, beach friends. Today is one of those beach days that makes my heart sing. Very messy beach, plenty of beautiful seashells, a few critters, including some big old horse conchs and other live creatures, and I have a sneaky feeling it's going to be a really fun day out on the beach. Now, I'm a relatively serious sheller, so I was out here before the sun came up, and I do have high hopes because of some high winds we had experienced the day before. So I'm hoping for a great day out here on Sanibel. Now, I'm not really a fan of using the headlamp, but what else am I going to do out here on the beach until the sun comes up? I like to be able to see. Call me crazy. But this headlamp does, an okay job. I can at least see what's directly in front of me. It appears to be a live sand dollar. And I do have some seaweed here. So low tide is coming up in a little bit. It's 43. It's a little chilly out. I am wearing like 3 or 4 coats because it is a little cold. And I think some of these animals are a little cold too. Now here is our state shell, the Florida horse conch. Yeah, I see the animal's body. Yep, that bright orange, that's its body. Yep, gorgeous. The animal's not quite done with its seashell yet. Beautiful animal though. I just love being able to cut. Yeah, just incredible. Look at the size. So that's for size, just kind of showing you. Yeah, it's a pretty big shell. That's what all the new shellers, myself included, wanted to get a horse conch. It is the largest sea snail in North America. What do we have here? Oh, another one. Okay. Now this one's it's in a different position. We can see its operculum. It's kind of sitting. Yeah. Okay. Again, should I do that? I don't know. It feels a little more protected like that. I don't actually know, but that's what I decided to do. All right. Oh, wow. What a beautiful morning it's going to be here. Yeah. Oh, we have another horse conch. Okay. So clearly there is a couple of them. These appear, wow. Okay, we can kind of like see its head there. They're so funny looking because you can't really see what's going on. I mean, they're meant to be under the water, kind of moving around. And frankly, it's hard to film that. Well, for me anyway. So strangely enough, it's called a horse conch, but it is actually not a conch. The scientific name is the Triplophysis giganteus. And it's actually a member of the tulip family. Here's a tulip we have here, a banded tulip. Yeah, it's a little rough. I'm going to leave that here next to its other tulip friend. Yep, we'll let them all hang out together. Really neat. All right, so yay, those winds did something. At least we got to see some live horse conchs. Oh, I can't wait to see what else is out here. Oh, beautiful sunrise. Hopefully it'll be one of those real pretty ones. All right, what do we got? All right, a live banded tulip. Yeah, when you shell in the water, there's a good chance you're going to find some of those live critters and the critters that aren't quite done with their shells yet. And speaking of critters, we are going to see a couple of critters today. One that I've never been actually 2 that I've never seen before, which is kind of cool. And of course, there will be seashells. Any of the empty, ethically collected beauties I find will be coming home with me. So if you're ready to see what all is out there for us today, let's go to the beach. Yeah, not a bad view, not a bad way to start a morning. So Sanibel, the way it's kind of positioned, it might look like there's actual ocean, but there's land way out in the distance. There's land there. And here's another big old horse conch. Yeah. It's funny, not that long ago, just a couple days ago, I was thinking about an event where I saw all these horse conchs on Dickman's Island, and they were all just kind of like standing straight up. And I was thinking about that because I haven't seen that since. But that might change today because it got a little bit cooler. So this is it's a little bit cold. It's not that big cold front that came through recently. So this is from January. Yeah. I think those critters are cold. So for whatever reason, they tend to kind of stand up out of the sand, and that is supposedly a little bit warmer for them. And that's what these horse conchs are doing. Another one. Yeah. Wow. I like to see if I can, okay, kind of see a head. It looks like maybe there's some little tentacles there. I like to see, I rarely can really tease out, eyes or a head or anything. It's hard when you don't have any skeletons. You're just squish. You're just goo. And technically, they'd be more, fluid underwater. I mean, that's where they're supposed to be living. Oh, there's a sand dollar. Waiting for the tide to come back in. It's actually still going out right now. Another horse conch. And another. Yeah, they are dotting the beach. They're all over the beach. Oh, that's fun. Yep. And I'm kind of used to it at this point-ish. I mean, I haven't seen this for many years, but I have seen it before. Really cool, right? That kind of looks like the head there. Kinda. If your head looked like two little, like, floppy things, it's not looking like a traditional head with ears and eyeballs. Let's see. Another animal? Yep, another horse conch. And some of these, that one, oh, that's the size I love. We call it like a pony. Yeah, it's alive and well. Well, alive and cold. Yeah, there's going to be a little bit of shell envy today for me. There's going to be a couple of shells I wish I could take home. Fighting conch. I'm going to take you. You're fine. Nobody's in you. Perfectly ethically safe to collect that fighting conch. And this lightning whelk. So yeah, that's the deal here. It is illegal to collect live specimens on Sanibel. That's not why I don't do it. I just think it's super not cool to collect animals and murder them for shells. Call me crazy. So this is an empty banded tulip. There's actually a little mark on that. I'm going to talk about that in an upcoming episode, the basis of a jingle. So I know you're not going to be able to wait and mark it on your calendar. I don't know exactly when that'll be. A couple weeks, I think. So there's a pear whelk. Gorgeous. Beautiful color on it. And it's funny because the animal is white. Why is that funny? Because all the other ones seem to be dark. So I just think it's different that that animal is white. The apple murex, they're kind of like, well, we should see. It's actually really hard to see the animal of an apple murex. Scallop, excellent. All right, so I'm just going to take the one valve. There seems to be like oysters or something going on the other valve, so I'm just going to snag that one. So that's a calico scallop. All right, yeah, that was a live apple murex. It just looks like goo with an operculum stuck to the end of it. And that's pretty much what a live apple murex looks like. Here is an empty banded tulip. Lovely. That's lovely. Just terrific. No, that's not it. That is a Centura hunteria. That is beautiful is what that is. And it's occupied. Ah. Yeah, it would grow up to be something like that. That little orange shell. What do we got here? Is this pink guy? Yeah, it's a scallop. See, ones like that, I don't know if the scallop, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's unalive or not, so I leave it. So anything me personally in question, I leave. Now, something like this is so exciting. So it's a true tulip, and we get to see it. And everybody that comes to the beach will get to enjoy seeing that lovely snail. Empty scallop, terrific. Yep, I'll snag that. Oh, a paper fig. Yep. That is one of Sanibel's, I wouldn't say iconic per se, but when I think paper fig, I do think Sanibel. So that is a lovely paper fig. Now, this is really cool because it is a limpet, but it's alive. I've never seen a living limpet before. Now, technically, kind of like a slipper, they would be attached to some sort of rock or some sort of substrate. So that poor creature, yeah, that's why it looks all gummy like that. It's supposed to be attached to something. And it's not. It was just kind of like hanging out in the sand. Oh, that was neat. Really, really cool. All right, let me see if I can find you something to attach to, little limpet. Oh, that's so cool. Not a pen shell. Here you go. How about that? Good luck. Good luck, little limpet. All right, what do we have? Oh, yep, a little living fighting conch. That's going to stay here. Is this the one? I think this is the one. So this is a living apple murex. Look at the shell. It's purple. Now, Tyrian purple was the color way back when you couldn't go to the store and buy purple dye. So they would smash up a bunch of apple murex shells or snails and extract that purple color. I've never seen a shell that was really that purple. I've got some serious shell envy with that one. Big time. Oh, man, that is cool. But again, animal's not done with the shell, so it stays here at the beach. Not really a hard rule. Sometimes it is when I'm picking up the shell. I'm like, oh, man, I really want you. And I'm going to show you a couple of them today. So this is a ribbed cantharus. I would love that shell. I would. But, yeah, there's a creature in there. So the ribbed cantharus is not done. There you go, friend. Now there is a red, like a reddish orange morph of that shell I will show you. Gonna be a little bit of a heartbreaker for me. Okay, what do we got? Is it true tulip? Look at that. All right, so that is a true tulip. It is truly beautiful. We'd call that like the chocolate version, not the fire engine one. Oh, it's so cool. So that is a gorgeous true tulip. Beautiful. What do we got? What am I zeroing in? Oh, the shark eye. I see you. Nice. Oh, yes. Now I can't exactly tell if it's got like a layer of slime on it. I can't quite tell, but love the size. That is a false shark eye. Yeah, it's kind of got that like groove in it. Very cool. Big old moon snail. Shark eye moon snail. So okay, I see it. You see the spots? Let's say all shark eyes are moon snails. Not all moon snails are shark eyes. That is an alphabet cone. And really, I was pretty obviously tickled and very surprised. I don't think I've found a cone that wasn't on Keewaydin in a long time. Well, hello, Sanibel alphabet cone. Oh, a sharp-ribbed drill. Yeah. Oh, it's so pretty. I do love a good sharp-ribbed drill, and sometimes hermit crabs do too. Yeah. So, yep, not a keeper for me. Little creature in there. Get a great home. Good taste, little crab. That's cool. Oh, maybe I'll just take this one. Nope. Not empty, not keepable. All right. So it's a little true tulip. Another one. I know it didn't have like those lines on it, but the shape and the color, so it makes it a true tulip. All right, what's up next? Whether it be critter or shell. Oh, this is fun. Look at the color. I want that shell. I really want it, but there's an animal in it, so it stays here. Oh, man. All right, well, I get this one. So I didn't get that orange banded tulip, but this is a lovely calico scallop of the orange variety. So that'll do. Oh, there's a scallop, and I'm kind of circling my prey, except I don't want to hurt it. I just want to film it. So we have a live calico scallop, and you can see its little blue eyeballs, and then you can kind of see like those little tentacles. So they filter feed, and they've got gills in there somewhere, and there's little cilia, and when it detects any of the little phytoplankton or little tiny critters in the water, it kind of pushes that water over its gills, eats the little thing, so it's filtering the water. Good job. Oh my God, good job, calico scallop. That is what I would consider like a fire engine red true tulip, and animal is not done with it. And just fun that, especially at least here on Sanibel, the people are so respectful, and we all just look at the live animals and just keep it moving. It's wonderful. It's a very cool experience. Wow, look at that. So that is a true tulip. Wow, look at the color on that. Now that was safe. It wasn't in the water. I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. So there was nobody in that shell. That was an empty shell. Oh, we have lots of beach to look at. Oh no. All right, so critter, yeah. So short spine sea star, it's pliable, so I just don't know, and I tend to, again, on the safety side of the critter, so I don't know if it's alive or, I just don't know. So I'm just gonna leave it here and wish my little sea star friend luck. Okay, what else is in this little gully? Oh, live horse conch, lightning whelk, horse conch, sea star, probably a true tulip, banded tulip, and what else we got? Yep, banded tulip, but this one's empty. There we go. Lovely. The Centura hunteria. You know, I'm not a fan of the cold snaps, but boy, do I like what it does to the beach. Okay, so this is alive, but check this out. So the lightning whelk will sometimes use the edge of its shell to kind of pry open clams and other things, and sometimes it will break just like that. So I know as a collector, I really wish they wouldn't do that, but it is what it is. Oh, here's a little urchin. And you can kind of tell by the weight of the urchin if it's alive or not alive. And this guy, other than it holding a shell, feels pretty good. It feels a little bit heavier. So the live ones are a little bit heavier. Oh, I want you so bad, but you're alive. I love that orange color. You don't need to. There you go. That's better. You were climbing up the beach. Nope, that's alive too. We're climbing up the little seawall here. Okay. Wow, more horse conchs. So cool. Yeah, they're just chilling. Literally. Now, this little adorable crab, can you stand it? So I think this is a spineback hairy crab. Look at how cute he is. He's furry. I want to put a barrette on him. And there's another one. Look at, now that other one, it looks a little tarantula-y. I know, a little bit. Oh, I'm blowing bubbles. I think it's adorable. It's a little hairy crab. Very cool. I've never seen that before. Never seen it. And that weird thing, that's a tunicate. That's like probably sea pork or sea liver. That purplish looking thing. Oh, that was neat. I don't know what that red stuff is. It kind of pops up now and then. I have no idea what it is. Another time. Now these guys are holding hands. Look, you've got one, the little tinted cantharus, one in a banded tulip. They're holding hands. No, cute. Probably not. They're probably battling it out. But for the little interaction we got to see, I'm going to go with cute. Well, hello, empty apple murex. Oh, you're pretty. That is lovely. The Phyllonotus pomum. Apple murex. Yeah, what do we got? What live thing do we have here? All right, Gulf oyster drill. The animal looks like the limpet. It's kind of like that tan color. All right, I don't know what the body of a slipper snail looks like. They're always attached to something. Now this shell, this snail. This is a ribbed cantharus, that orange red color. This is just glorious. It's killing me. It's killing me on the inside a little bit. Yep, it is alive. I'm going to leave it here. And that way other people get to enjoy it. And then one day, hopefully when the animal is done with its shell, someone will get to collect it. But there shall be no shell before it's time, or at least not in my book, not in my world. Another, oh, it's empty. Oh, that's a true tulip. Of the orange variety. Lovely. All right, they're not as impressive, frankly, as like the bright red ones, but still a very handsome true tulip. Cool, another scallop. Thank you, seagulls. Oh, that's great. Thank you very much. Yep. Yeah, the seagulls, they do like those scallops. It's like a buffet after these storms. Lovely calico scallops. Oh, an albino prickly cockle and a regular old prickly cockle. Neato. So yeah, this looks like it's kind of sticking its tongue out, but that is its foot. That's how it kind of moves around. Cool. And the animals look the same, so is there truly an albino? I'm going to go down that rabbit hole. We'll talk about that another time. Yep, this is wonderful. So it's funny. I wonder what, like, in my mind's eye, a beautiful beach is like white sand. Okay, yep. A little crab in that tinted cantharus and palm trees. For me, this is a beautiful beach. Chunky, messy, couple little critters, couple shells. Oh, that's a critter, all right. So the apple murex, it's just like goo. Yeah, that's an apple murex. Oh man, there's another one of those orange banded tulips. Oh. Ah. All right. What else? I mean, really, I can't complain. There's been so many great shells. Oh, another pear whelk. Nice. Usually when the shells get bigger, they kind of lose color. So it's nice to get a little bit bigger of a shell and it still has some of that color on it. Lovely. It's scanning, scanning. Oh, apple murex. So I am wearing waterproof boots, so I'm walking around in the water. I don't think I had my, I don't think I had my water shoes on. It was in the 40s. Yeah, I definitely did have my water shoes on. I had some boots on, so that's why I'm in the water. My feet are dry. There's those horse conchs trying to warm up. Oh, that's actually a lightning whelk, that first one. Yeah, it was really neat, you know, and people just walking around, leaving them there, which was amazing. I love Sanibel. All right, fighting conch. Yep, with the little crab in it, but this time, so that's going to either be a very small giant red hermit crab or a blue-eyed hermit crab. Can't tell which. It's very unfriendly. It's not cooperating, and that's okay. I didn't give it the memo that I'd be coming by, so you do you, hermit crab. That is just fine. There's plenty of other creatures for us to play with. Oh, see, now this is a dimpled hermit crab. Now the dimpled hermit crab, I have no idea what it looks like because I've only ever seen the claws. It just doesn't come out. I bet you it's very handsome. No, at any rate, I'm going to leave that here and I'm going to go check out what is at the water's edge here. I haven't been here. This is typically where I spend most of my time. Unless, of course, there's not many seashells here, in which case you'll find me back in the mess or wherever the shells are. All right, it's a little sparse, but it sure is pretty. So I think it's high time for me to be quiet and for you to enjoy some beach time. Now, as I was filming that, I was kind of scanning the ground and there wasn't all that much out there. So I want to go back where I might have to meet a couple critters or, you know, check out a couple of full shells before I get an empty one. Now this, a little bit of a heartbreaker for me. So this is a Tampa turrid and there's a little hermit crab in it. So Tampa turrid, but can't collect it. There it is. Yep. Not even a Sanibel turrid. That would have been a little bit more appropriate, wouldn't it? But that's what I get for shelling in the water, so. And that's okay. All right, but dead low tide at this point. 43, that's fine. I'm looking at my glory right now. Banded tulip, no. Oh, this is wonderful. Now, the black shells, that's been buried for a while. Isn't that pretty? So it's looking like a rough scallop to me. And yeah, so it's got to kind of get buried and cooked. I love them. Or any kind of weird shell, really. That's I mean, that's got to be empty, right? Yeah. Yep. Apple murex. Yep, just there's some sand in there. Sand's okay. Perfectly safe. Lovely apple murex. Now, if the tide were up, this entire area would be underwater. But if you're a newer sheller and you're kind of worried about checking the shells, or maybe your eyesight isn't great, shell in the upper rack lines away from the water, because those you're going to have a much higher likelihood of finding shells that are empty. So that's just one little tip if you want to, be critter friendly, just to make sure. Shell in the upper rack lines. It's not where I like to shell, so I like to say hi to the creatures anyway. So this is a ribbed cantharus, and it's empty because I'm kind of a little bit closer up on the beach. So gorgeous, empty. I get one. It's not that bright red orange one, but at least I get to have a ribbed cantharus and a shark eye. Come on, really. There was a lot of great shells today. Very cool. I like the bigger ones, and if it has a blue eye, even better. Nah, it's just a regular. Got a little regular old shark eye. Still fun. I wouldn't shake a stick at that. That's awesome. Oh, okay. So there's a prickly cockle trying to move around. And you see its two siphons kind of sticking out. Oh, and we have some siphonal tentacles too. But can you please look at the Wentel trap directly next to it with the little hermit crab in it? I can't. I just can't. Oh, so cute. Yep. Oh, big old horse conch. Oh, it's wonderful. A hinged buttercup lucine. I do like them if they're very bright orange. Yeah. And it looks like a shark eye. So the shark eye drills a hole that is countersunk. So you can kind of tell if a shark eye drilled that hole. So gorgeous buttercup lucine with a bonus drill hole. Woohoo! All right, more live tulips. Live lightning whelk, live tulip. Live horse conch. There's big old big lightning whelks too. Oh, so fun. But I've been kind of shelling the same area. Yep, there's a little committee, a little snail committee. So I've just been kind of going up and down this like little gully here, because that's really where it seems all the shells are really concentrated. I wonder if that seems the same sea star I put in the water earlier. So, yep, that did seem to be where the majority of the shells were. So, yeah, I was just kind of going back and forth there. But I think at this point, I'm kind of winding down my day here. What do we got? Oh, so here is a Tampa turret that is empty. Thank you, Sanibel. I think you're right. I think everything that has a critter in it should stay at the beach. You should only take empty shells. I know I'm really kind of hammering it on this video, but I've been having a lot of talks with people lately about the live shelling. Whoops, no worries. It's right here. And it just really bothers me. So I got a couple feelers out and stuff like that too. See, look at that. I mean, that's not a shell. I don't really have to worry about somebody removing that from the beach, or do I? So that is a calico box crab. And the crabs, they got pretty beat up. Oh, you have company. There you go, sweetheart. So there you go. Yeah, they kind of got beat up, some of those crabs. So yeah, be nice. Be nice to the critters. Yeah, tide's starting to kind of come in at this point. And would you look? And that just goes to show you, if you're not the first one shelling, or there's tons of people around, who cares? You never know what their skill level is, what they're looking for. Here we have an alphabet cone. It should not be, it really, really should not be here, but yet here it is. Pretty cool. Here's some eggs. So that's from a true tulip. And so it attached itself to, I don't know what. Is that a piece of shell or something? Yeah. So those, in order to be viable, should be in the water. Theoretically, it should be underwater. And if you look inside those little cones, those are the little snails. Now, some snails start with their little seashells, like these. And if they're in an egg casing, they're going to have a little seashell. And some are like larvae. Let's see. moon snails and fighting conchs. They definitely are larvae. Banded tulip, they will have a little shell with them. They have a kind of similar looking egg casing. It's a little different, but looks similar. So this was really fun. I'm glad that the wind finally paid off. There have been days where it's been really windy. I've gone to the beach and there was nothing, and that's well, it's always kind of a bummer when that happens, but not today. Today was great. All the creatures I got to say hi to. Couple of seashells. Yep. Really great day here on Sanibel. And there was just a tiny bit of garbage, so I did pick up a little bit of plastic. I love getting plastic off the beach. Oh, I hate the idea of the critters with the plastic. So I picked up 3.75 ounces, which isn't a lot, but when you combine it over time, I've removed a little over 85 pounds of garbage from our beaches, as well as a couple of seashells. Like these apple murex, there's some banded tulips, some giant Atlantic cockles, some fighting conchs. Yeah, I do like a fighting conch. There is a lettered olive, a couple of urchins, some horse conchs, some worm snails, a paper fig, moon snails, buttercup lucines, and pear whelks. Looks like there's that one cantharus, that's rib cantharus, some lightning whelks, oh, true tulips, and then a bunch of beautiful calico scallops. And then my favorites today were the empty Tampa Turret, that beautiful true tulip, the two true tulips really, the two alphabet cones, and then that big old shark eye. So that was really fun. Again, just the critters, the shells, all of it. Look how beautiful that is. So many colors. And this would not be possible if I did not have people like my Patreons supporting me every week. So again, thank you. Does not seem like it's enough. It really doesn't, but thank you. I did post a picture. I do try to post content on the Patreon page when I can, just a little bit extra content. So thank you very, very, very much for supporting me. And I hope everyone has been able to stay warm. I know throughout the country we've been getting a lot of cold weather and snow. I haven't quite caught up with my videos to that coldness, and that is coming. Next week, really fun video, fun experience. Not so much the water in my boots, but I'll tell you all about it next week. And until then, I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you again next Sunday.